people at the end of their tether. They've been through a terrible time. They got claps, um, people standing in the street clapping them, telling them they were angels. And some of them, they can't afford to live. We've heard the equation, we eat or heat. This is no way for people like this who've sacrificed so much. It's no way for them to live.
Talk about your experiences in terms of the treatment that you received from nurses, from doctors, that's made you so passionate about this.
Well, I was in a coma for 40 days. I was in hospital in all for 3 months. So I was saved. My life was saved several times. I was in a really parlous state. And I have a nurse's diary, a patient diary that the nurses wrote, telling me what they had to do for me every single day when I was in that induced coma. There was supposed to be, in that intensive care ward, one nurse to one patient. At times it was for 2, 3, 4, 5, even 6 patients. It was unbelievable. And then when I woke up, I couldn't move. So I had to have therapists and nurses to teach me how to stand up and how to walk. I owe the fact that I'm sitting here now to those nurses, doctors, therapists who gave me my life back.
Well, in your new book, At Getting Better, you speak quite vividly about many experiences in your life, including your time in hospital. And you yourself, you had a diary that you kept of that time as well.
It's not exactly a diary. What I do is I kind of write bits. And this is very freeing. If anybody is worried or in a challenging situation, facing difficulties, you don't have to think that what you have to do is kind of write sentences like the way you do at school. You can write just bits, impressions. And then when you have one impression, don't bother to finish it off. Just put another one underneath it and then another one underneath it. I call it in the book unfolding. And it's a very freeing up, liberating thing to do, because you then put your emotions on the page in a very raw way, and it means you can look back at them and decide whether you really are like that. And even better, 2 weeks later, 4 weeks later, a year later, you can compare yourself to how you were then.
And right now, we've got some big days of the strikes next week. Will you be joining any of those picket lines?
I'm on strike. I'm in the University College Union. I am a teacher at Goldsmiths, University of London, and so I am on strike. So have I got my little UC? No, I haven't got my hat. But anyway, so I'm on strike. So I do. I marched the other day, and I'll march again, and I'll be on picket lines. Occasionally, they ask me to speak. So yes, I'll be taking part in those and striking myself. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Michael Rosen, always good talking to you. Such a pleasure. Thanks so much for speaking to 5 News, sir.
Well, thanks for having me, Claudia.